problem. All right, spontaneously, I have a catalyst to make another video. My brand new, like 5-month-old LED, probably less than 5 months old, honestly. Rear lights burnt out. Obviously they're not burnt out, because they're LED and new. Brake lights, backup lights work. So we're gonna rip to the shop and see if we can quickly diagnose this before work. Assuming it's where the wires trifect or something down the line, because they both went out at the exact same time. So assuming for that matter, it should be a pretty quick diagnostics. So we're gonna go check it out. One thing I'd love to get working on this truck as well that's normally faulted by Dodge in the early 4th gen era is the backup sensors that beep when you're coming close to a wall or something. I'm hoping that the sensors just need changed, but yeah, I don't know. I've heard stories that most people, when they buy a used Dodge that's around 8 to 10 years old, those sensors go faulty. I'm assuming it's probably from just like corrosion and salt, honestly, from where we live. So yeah, that would be super cool to figure out too one day. I'm definitely going to look into getting that all done for the Dodge. I'm gonna be honest, I am looking heavily into a Starliner roof kit for this truck. I know a guy in town that has access to them. Not knowing if it's a job I'd want to tackle quite yet by myself, especially how time consuming it is. I don't know if I would have enough room to leave this truck down for that long, but that's definitely something I'm interested in doing for this truck. I really do wish the roof was black, to be honest, but maybe when the roof gets popped off to do the Starliner kit, we could reline it with some black roofing. That would be deadly. Jig brake. I've kind of made it ritual that every time I pass this wall by my place that I always like to engage my jig brake. It banks off the wall so crazy. I still have so much fun with this truck from the last video I did with it, straight piping it. Yeah, the truck's honestly been more enjoyable to drive 100% for such a simple $60 pipe. It does so much. Sweet, okay, made it to the shop. Just gonna now check and see if we can go find something obvious. Again, both LEDs went out at the same time. So that is these white things I'm talking about, these little halos around the brake light. Backup light, brake light, running lights. These are supposed to be on all the time, so both of them went off at the exact same time. I'm hoping we can find a wire where it all links. p.o.v straight pipe job, still holding up good. No exhaust leaks. Needs a clean bad, but either way, let's see if we can creep under there with a dolly and find the problem. Checking the fuse to see if it's that before a wire. Yeah, it is weird that they both went out at the exact same time though. Potentially fuse M35. I did experience though when I did try and click my lights on and off in the cab here the other day, they weren't turning on, but there is power to them, so maybe it is just that fuse.
M35 right there.
Now we have to go underneath and see if we can find some disturbance in the wiring or something. So just so you can see, here's where the wires all meet. They go from there, run up top, around the spare tire. Up here, there's the other one, just at the back. All look good, running down. Thinking due to other electrical issues with the front lights and such that it might be a fuse. Right around with which ones?
This one.
This one.
I swapped these two out just Just to see if it made a difference, because it seemed break it.
Swap them out. These are both the same relay to see if they made a difference. I must have hit a bump and one of these vibrated out, because this front one went out the other day. I couldn't turn my interior lights on and off the other day, and both my rear running lights for the rear end of the truck went out at the same time. So I guess in this video all you're gonna learn is check your fuses and push them down, check them, make sure that they got power, see if they're good.
If you suspect a bad relay, swap out one for the other to see if it works.
You can swap out one of these two relays if they're the same for the other one, because one will be good, one will be bad. That's one way to diagnose it. Everything in the back looked good as far as not being able to tell. Sweet. They're supposed to look like. Well, that's that video. So that ended up being a pretty quick problem fix. And with my dad just playing around while I was looking under the truck for loose wires, we figured that it was just a loose fuse, because he bumped into it and I was like, whoa, I see the light flicker. Having problems with the front driver's side running light as well, those little halo around my headlights. Basically, there is two fuses for the right side and left side of this truck for the front lights. The rear lights, there must be just a circuit through the two that make the rear lights go out, because you unplug either one of the two up front and the rear go out. But if you unplug one of them, only one of the front go out. So the circuit for the rear relays through those two. Those fuses are individually for the right and left side of the truck for the headlights. Anyways, that's the video. Check the wiring, check for loose or split wires. I showed you kind of where those wires go and connect under the truck. Everything looked fine, and it ended up just being a loose fuse. You know, you hit bumps here and there, it just shows. Sometimes these videos are nice just to show that sometimes the obvious is right in front of you, and it's just a simple fix. Like, I was having problems with these weren't working great. So those were flickering out. Those are all on the same circuit. My one side on those aftermarket LEDs was completely out. I thought I needed a new headlight. Then the day after that happening, my rear went out fully. And that's because that fuse managed to vibrate fully out. So it was just balancing there. Thanks for watching. TG Adrenaline. Playing around with the truck. I am talking about doing a Starliner kit in this truck. A couple things coming for the Subaru if you're following on that. We got some light modifications on the way. Yeah, we got some busy stuff coming, so stay tuned. A few videos of me at some car shows I posted just for some POV fun stuff to check out. We did have a few car shows closing off the year here, and I managed to make it to all three of them. POV video tape, all of them. It's a full walk around. I'm not even talking much, which I apologize for that. I'm not showing myself much, but yeah, that'll change. We'll start getting back into the shop and doing stuff. Thanks for watching.